My name is Adina, and I'm the owner of Lifelong Wellness Center here in Portland. And in this series, we're going to go over some of the main issues I see my clients having, pain in different areas of their body, and what you can do at home to take care of those. So let's start with the very first one. The most common thing I see is hip and low back pain. A lot of people are having this, especially now where we're home a lot and doing more video conferencing than moving around the office. So first of all, you need to understand why hips hurt. What causes pain? Because pain doesn't just come out of nowhere. It's for a reason. So imagine this. When you're sitting on a chair, all this part of your hips are short. So here I'm sitting, this is all short, the muscles are shortened, there's not space, they're not moving around to get blood flow and nutrients. And it tightens here, but it hurts back here. So the way to fix this is to open this space up and to open the hips in the bottom of your hip space, we'll call it. So let's start with opening this. I have a chair here. I'm going to do a lunge, but it's on the chair. My weight is mostly on the chair, and my back leg is the one that's actually stretching. Let me pop this down so you can see a little better. So this back leg is stretching, and my weight is on the front of my body, this front leg, these front arms, so that this back leg doesn't have to engage while it's stretching. If in yoga, there's often this pose here, which is good, but it's not quite getting the psoas muscle. I'll show you what it's like on the other side. So there's a psoas muscle that goes from about here on the front of your spine down to here in your inner leg. That's the one we're mostly trying to get in this position, and it's the one that I see most people having really tight when their hip and low back is hurting. So again, leaning forward into this, stretching into it. You can do a little bit of rocking, play with it to see what feels really good for you. And then the other thing is to open up your hips. When we sit on a chair, there's really not much going on here as far as the hips are concerned, especially if it's a comfortable chair and you can sort of lean back where your spine is tucked in and it's not supporting the weight of your shoulders and neck. This is a really big problem for low back pain. So when you sit in a chair, if you can find a hard chair like this and sit up straight, you're engaging your core muscles and your back muscles so that they don't get lazy. Because when they get lazy, everything sort of hurts pretty much. I mean, I really think chairs are the bane of our society, but that's for a different day. So whenever possible, if you can sit on the floor, let's say you're watching a movie or you're playing with your kids or your pets, they're gonna love it. So sit on the floor and you can sit any way that's comfortable for you. I can fairly easily sit like this, sort of in a crisscross applesauce kind of way. You might not be able to do that. Maybe you're further out here. Maybe it's hard to sit on the floor at all, so you might lean up against something at first. But you really want to stretch open all these little hip, the ligaments and tendons around the hip joint. That will get blood flow. It will help those joints stay healthy and just help not have hip and low back pain. So any position you can get into and play around in is really helpful. You can move around. You can start up on a chair even if you like, or if you're sitting at a desk and you have a hard chair, you can sit more like this. And just any movement to get your hips open and moved around. Yeah. So that's all